Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. You know, I get the arena sucks. It's a soulless, lifeless place surrounded by arena losers like myself who've traded our soul in years ago for battle chips. But it's a place that if you're desperate to not spend hundreds of dollars of American dollars, at least the equivalent of, in Odin's for Cyber Week, suddenly people who maybe haven't done the arena all year are suddenly asking me, Prof, which crystals should I open? Now, if you've got a million battle chips, I still, excuse me, would get 500 of the regular 2K per arena crystals. And if I'm opening a million of them, I've got 500. I'm hoping for 2,000 units per million battle chips. 2,000 units, or for every 250 of the 2K, 1,000 units. That's considered to be a good opening. The others have a higher risk, but a higher reward because the sample size is just much smaller. For the record, I have several million battle chips worth of crystals that I'm hoping to not have to open for Cyber Week or Necropolis, but who knows? Maybe I will. So we have a summoner that decided to hit up the channel for data purposes because he is going to try the regular and the uncollected arena crystals against each other. And this is Pandalon. So let's see, because of course the uncollected are 5 times as expensive. Who gets closer or even surpasses the 2,000 unit minimum goal count for a good data opening? So when he gets to 250 crystals, his goal should be 1,000 units. If he's doing better than that, his opening is great. If he's doing worse, he really needs to make it up at the end. But you'll notice how few energy refills and punishers he's opened in the first 100. But he's also on pretty good pace. This is about where you want to be going into the end of this. Now, he's got 90 left for the front half of this. And I'd be feeling real good. I also count unofficially energy refills as 30 units per. All right, he's 190 units away. You can see he's also at almost 1 million gold. He needs this last 50 to give him 160 units to be on the pace that he should want to be on. All right, now the last 30, I have to give him 100 units. There's 45. All right, he's got to get 40 units here. All right, he's only 25 units away from basically the pace that he wants to be at for historically better than average unit openings. I still feel like when Kabam had to be public with these drop rates, because for the first several years of this game it didn't, you actually got better drop rates for Punishers and units than you do now. But this game is so old, and those of you who've been playing it since the beginning like me, I feel like I've lasted generations playing this game. So, who knows? He's still 695 units off from what he should want to do, which is 2,000 units. But I call this the best because it's the safest form of purchasing crystals. It's just the safest and best form of guaranteeing some amount of units. It doesn't have the highest reward, but it has the lowest risk. And for me, that's what I care about. Now, the second half has been brutal. He has 60 crystals left, and he is still almost 400 units away from the goal. He has several batches of 10 to end it that have given him 0 units. I mean, just brutal. There's some units there in the last 10. Okay, so he's 290 units away from where I was hoping he would be. Not the worst I've ever seen by any means, but now here are the biggest risk, biggest reward, because you can do really well with units or you can get 0. And in a batch of 10, that's like getting 0 out of, 100,000? All right, 75 out of 10 is not great. That was horrible, though he got 10 energy refills. All right, his goal should be 1,000 units, and he is almost there. So the pacing really picked up. 275 there. That was horrible, 0 units. But wow, that was incredible. That batch of 10 was crazy. Into it, the 4-star Punisher. That did much better. Also, 300 units worth of energy refills for that too? So, I don't know if I would recommend it to the average person because you could easily do way worse than that. But in this case, I was proven wrong. Those uncollected arena crystals did better than the regular ones by a considerable margin. And gosh, Pandalon, I appreciate the data, especially right before Cyber Week. We're only a couple weeks away. Keep this in mind when you're purchasing arena crystals to open for units.